Alright, welcome in everyone to A Programmer Plays Ato by Brandon Song. This is the beginning of a new series, a blind playthrough of this little indie game. I do not know anything about this game. We're diving into it totally contextless. All I know is it's called Ato. It had a really small install size. It started out at 50% volume, which I always appreciate. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, no big intro. Let's just play on this one. Assist sounds maybe too easy. Accessible also kinda sounds maybe a little too easy, but experienced. The way that this is phrased, I don't love. You are willing to be challenged? I don't know. We're gonna go with the middle option and just see how we do. Interesting that you can change the icon on this. Also, man, that's a Metroid morph ball right there. Alright. Pixel art, but doing transformations on it. So, kind of the Flash era, maybe. I assume that it's pronounced Ato because Gato. Could be totally wrong on that front. Alright. Also, I assume that these are cat people and not fox people. It can be a little hard to tell sometimes. What, she's moving? Alright. Here we go. We've got some pretty nice parallax effects going on here. You can see with the trees, though it's interesting that they're below the fold, so to speak. All right, there we go. Like when we're up high on the screen like this, the parallax is actually not visible. So I wonder if this is just an odd spot on the map. We got a pause menu. We don't have a menu, it doesn't seem. D-pad does the same thing as the left stick. Right stick doesn't seem to do anything. We've got a melee. Oh, right bumper looks like it might pull out a map. And we got a jump. Single jump so far. Interesting that that was a hidden door, effectively. Alright, we got a something up there. Got what I assume is water down here. But we can't jump down. Alright, that came back. Interesting. And cut the grass. No wall jump, which tracks. I mean, it's early days. Alright, cool. Can drop through platforms by just pressing down and jump button, as is classic. Alright, we do have an up attack. Do we have a down attack? We do. So I guess next question that I'll be trying to figure out is there a pogo? Oh, that's interesting. Alright, so this is a better look at the parallax effect that they've set up here. It's nice. I like it. Interesting that they've decided to do this color grading here. So like the trees in the very distant background, the light green, and then the blue, I guess. It's hard to tell. Trees are, you know, giving some atmospheric value, I guess. But then the rest of the trees, up until the very closest layer, are all the same value. It looks like. Well, actually, no. I think I'm wrong. I think it is a gradation. It's just most apparent on the closest layer. The next layer after that is a little bit darker, with that third layer there being probably the default. Could easily be wrong, though. Alright. Oh. And we're getting a preview of bosses, I'm guessing. Alright. I will say, I actually do like this, like, textless thing. Because we get it, right? Like, okay, we saw this character, presumably wife or maybe mom, and we're like a teenager, hard to say. But the baby was taken, we're going after the baby. That's honestly all the, like, setup we need for a lot of games. Like, it's fine to be... Aha, save point, do we reckon? It's fine to not have, like, a bunch of text explaining what's going on. Oh, and again, like, really leaning into the no text thing here. We've got infographics. Alright, so we've got... Interesting that it's down that we press instead of up. Alright, so B for roll. Alright, can we roll in midair? Yes. Alright, cool. I'm guessing that the roll is going to let us roll through attacks. We'll find out. Did he forget his sword? Alright, so we've learned a couple things. Pogoing is a part of the game. It looked like defeat Rogue is the trophy we just got. It looked like we did parry one of his projectiles back. Alright, so the moment of stopping... Hold on, what was that? I think we might have just gotten like a little bit of physics weirdness. Doesn't seem like we can interact with that yet. We'll see. Possibly like a hook shot point. I don't love the way that when we come to the end of our roll, we like actually we stop. So X. Okay. Ah. Cool. All right. So I like the way that this is utilizing a button that we've already got, and it's drawing on some paradigms that we're already familiar with. Like, yeah. The whole, samurai do like the sword thing. cool. Talisman. Obtain your first talisman. Alright. That seems to be something that we can't go further on that, but we can see the spot over to the right. Where did we see one of these? All right. Second part of our talisman. It's interesting that what I assume is health bar up there, the little, what I think of as a morph ball symbol, isn't actually symmetrical. Like, it's not the same piece rotated around 3 times. That is clearly hand-drawn. Yeah, again, I do kind of wish that like, I get why there's a big pause there. But it does make me think, like, oh, we're not going to be getting, like, particularly flowing movement, but I could be wrong. That could be, like, an upgrade later. We'll find out. All right. And there we go. 4th piece. Increase your max health. I assume we can't get through this. Yeah, it's not a surprise. Okay, vulnerable time. Heard. Alright, cool. These do carry. We don't have to do anything to activate the saves, it looks like. Just walk by them. Alright. Alright. Well, we did a pretty sloppy job on that one, but Jin defeat Jin. What I want to know now is... I thought I saw a dude up there, but maybe not. Does touching this gives us a full heal. Alright, cool. Yeah, like I don't think that... Gosh, this map's getting pretty... Like, we're making some headway pretty quickly. Alright. Another thing, like, alright, so I think I'm just wanting the game to be a different style than it is. But, like, even here, when I attack, do you see how we, like, pause there at the end? Part of the reason why I like Hollow Knight so much is because it's really good at that sort of fluid motion. And what I did right there, bounce it pogoing off of things, that's the kind of fluid motion that I particularly like. it can be a little tricky to pull that off when, you know, your character keeps freezing. Alright. I think I just missed a little secret maybe, but we'll find out. Interesting how this is lit up, suggesting to me that this is a fake spot. Oh. Cool, alright, so we got the Mario jump. Let's go down. I'm just curious. Secrets, you know? Alright. I guess we'll come back to that. Oh, it's not a... I misinterpreted what it was telling me earlier. I thought it was a Mario jump, but instead it's a, double jump. Alright. Confirm, there's nothing over here. Nah, okay. Double jump to me is less interesting than Mario jump would have been, but yeah, giving us the instruction about what to do. Interesting. Ah, Trixie. Fun that they hid it in plain sight like that. I just wanted to see if anything would happen if I broke all of them. Done that. Yeah. We don't currently, I don't think, have a way of charging that up fast enough to, don't have a sense of, like, what's the damage ratio between a normal hit and our like charged slash. Like, is it doing the same damage? Is it doing twice as much? Like, we just don't have a way of testing that yet because we haven't seen any like normal enemies. We're just plowing through the upgrades, though. This is crazy how quickly this is going. Probably in part because there are no regular enemies to eat up time. Alright, so X. Cool. Alright, that feels pretty good to be able to do that. Before we continue... Okay, yeah. Very cool. This gonna heal me? It does. Interesting. I'm a little surprised by that, to be honest. I assume, yeah, there's a spot beyond that, but we don't have it. Something about the color palette of these trees makes me think specifically of Momodora, which is a pretty good thing to remind me of. I like the Momodora games. They can be somewhat frustrating at times, but they're also just good Metroidvanias, so, you know. Look at you being all cool. I assume you're gonna break this as I get halfway across. Yeah. No. It's a cool detail with the buildings and the mountains in the background. Like that. Oh. These tails are making me think fox and not cat. Color shift. For a moment, I thought we had turned into just like a human kid with a bowl cut, and I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. I was kind of expecting to be on like a whole new map. Okay, we don't have the ups for that yet. Save point. Kind of on the same vein as our health there isn't perfectly symmetrical, it's hand-drawn. The little saving icon that pops up whenever we I have to know. Alright. Cool. It is a thing. The little save icon that pops up whenever we I assume that this icon means save or time trial. I'm not sure that we have the stuff necessary to even do this. Ah. Okay. Alright, so this is pretty, like, precise. Shit. Also, double secret? Secret that super doesn't want me involved. Alright, okay. I get it. We need to slash charge. Alright, maybe I don't get it. Okay. So, bounce. Shit. Alright. Bounce. Shit. Wonder if we'll get a thing soon that'll let us charge faster. Oh, that was not it. I don't think we've got the fast enough charge to do that. We will revisit later. Okay. All right, cool. I'll take more health. It's a nice animation of it slurping into place. Alright, back on the critical path. What I assume is the critical path. Ooh. Okay, yeah, I can't reach that. I like the way that they're like putting secrets here, but they're not like big secrets. Alright. So we need 3 somethings. I assume that little circle that we saw earlier is like a hidden token. Kind of wish that that was not bound to the X button and was instead bound to like a trigger or something, but trigger is bound to that, so. Ooh, darkness. He stole my upgrade, I think. Oh, look at him go! Oh. Do I think I can actually make that happen for me? That works. No! That's pretty silly. Hands are getting sweaty though. Gosh, this one really sends you. We're checking. Interesting that those are okay. No. There we go. Nice. Y'all can't see it, but my character is right behind my camera. There's like it's slowing down time when we get one of those, but it doesn't like stop player input, so you can do stuff like double jump while the animation is playing. Pretty silly. Ooh. Ah. We're getting a fast travel system. Cool. I'm for it. The fact that it's torii gates is also interesting. Hello. Reusing this animation of shit, I don't know where my sword is. But with a different ending. Alright. Joke boss accomplished. What did we just pick up? Have the bosses been dropping, like, bonus things and I've not noticed? Hold on. Customize? I don't know. I don't know. Ah. Obtain your first coin. Alright. I was not expecting boss to just like run up, spin in arms, and just immediately die after one single hit. Alright, cool. Alright, and this confirms, like, we picked up a coin and we saw the thing. I actually really like that. That's a good little bit of design. Let us visually see this does this. You picked this up and a thing changed immediately. There's... I don't want to say no room for misinterpretation, but you would have to really try to misinterpret this equates to that. Do we need to go down? I don't think we do. Not yet. Okay. Ooh, okay, interesting. Yeah. I need you to come back down. I didn't release good. No? Ah, okay, that's fun. Let's see what's really. Ah, man, they're getting pretty crafty with some of these. All right, another one of those. Noted. Does that show? Why, yes, I have played Hollow Knight. Why do you ask? There, we can... Yep. Did you see how I was able to double jump sorta? Even though time was, like, slowing down and shit? Yay! I appreciate the way that that's designed, so that you can come back from the other side and not be locked in. Alright, so that will require us to come from above. Okay. Okay. I don't really know why the blue ones are there. But hey, we're up to double the amount of health that we started the game with, so I'm for it. This game's given me upgrades and stuff at a very surprising pace. Ah, okay. Feels like a boss fight. Yeah. Cool. go. Cool. Didn't even lose half of our health. Defeat Ninja. Oh, okay. We just run faster when we've got it charged. It just takes a second. Cool. Okay. I'm on board. I assume that was the correct thing to do. So I have mixed feelings about this reflection thing that they're doing. Like, it looks cool, but it can be kind of hard to tell, like, where the real world starts and where the reflection starts. I kind of wish that they had a little bit of color tint going or something. Wow, another boss fight already? Alright. Alright. That was surprisingly easy. I was expecting that to be way harder. Defeat Acolyte. Baby. Happy ending? Already? We're 38 minutes into the game. We just got a new ability, like, a few minutes ago. Are they doing some cool narrative stuff where, like, now we become that kid? Is it like a cursed sword situation? I'm thinking this might be a cursed sword situation. Ooh, look at all these masks. Yep. Into the floor, kiddo. Interesting. Alright, they took wife, mom. Interesting. Significant lightning. And now we've got upside down rain happening. And some sort of fox spirit, I assume, some sort of angry kitsune. Yeah, multiple tails. I mean, this has the feelings of a like scripted loss fight, you know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a scripted loss fight. Just break the house. I definitely feel like this game, if you don't have some background in, you know, Japanese, Chinese, Korean film, then you're going to be maybe a little lost. But like the conventions that it's pulling on are pretty universal. Like the whole like hide the kid under the floor, getting beat up by a mob boss. Like that's pretty classic Japanese yakuza type storytelling. All right, so a guy with a mask. Gets our sword back. Interesting. Helping us stand. Complete the prologue. All right. Interesting. Do we think the world has changed? I mean, look at the freaking trees. They're changed for sure. All right, same information there. Interesting that that little mechanic hasn't really come back, right? Like, so we don't really need to do this. Probably why it's why those were faded out. Okay, okay. Kind of just letting me like not focus on the narrative stuff is interesting. Like letting me go off path. distracted. That's probably a necessary trick in order to get to over there. We'll come back to that one. I will say it's interesting when we walk into rooms. Let me see if I can force this to happen. See how he dropped into place? And we did too. That's pretty common in physics-based platformers, where each object is like a little ball, essentially, or whatever, a little cube. You put them a little bit above the ground, and then let the physics engine figure out, all right, they'll sit here, because if you put them exactly where they should be, sometimes the math gets a little bit wrong, and they think that they're inside each other, overlapping, and that can cause them to, in some cases, rocket into the sky, or it can cause them to think, oh, well, we're not interacting, and then they fall through the ground. Neither of which you want. So way easier to just put things a little bit above and let them fall down and come to rest. All right. Flash. Crystal break. Destroy a blue crystal block. Whoa, alright. Look at this map. I mean, it's pretty clearly telling us, like, there's something way up top, way to the right, and then back down to the left, so... Figure it out. Aha! Another fast travel. That... Great. Because that is literally half the map that we could skip over. I do want to revisit this, though. Talisman in a bush the shape of a man. I see. Cool. And now I think I have to see. Yeah, alright, cool. So the thing that was in there is now cleared out. That is a third coin. Okay. Kind of want to, like, we obviously could fast travel in the middle of the map that, but I kind of want to just like go through early areas in sequence again. So there's some stuff that we clearly missed. Alright, so cool. We now have just like regular enemies, it looks like. Alright, this room indicates that there's... Yeah, we can see that there's a second thing, but we don't have a means to get up there yet. Let's see if these enemies come back. They do. Alright. We need to do some experiments to find out, like, is our charged attack doing more damage than our regular attack? But I don't necessarily think that, ooh. That little bounce seems strange to me. Okay. One needs 8. Heard. I'm curious about this thing. I suspect that it is just like an ability we don't have. And like, I shouldn't really put too much thought into it yet, but ooh, what is that? Again, possibly an ability we don't have? Gosh, this is gonna be brutal. Never mind. First try. I thought it was gonna be much tighter timing than that. Okay, so we've got some windmill-y things. Okay, need way more for that one. Out of that, but that's okay. Okay. Abilities that we don't have yet, I assume. Very clever. Hey, we haven't really... I was just talking about how we haven't really used that. Oh, buddy. Again? Sorry, bud. Big rock? Again, abilities we don't have yet. To my knowledge. Okay. Not the way to do that. Okay. Oh, is this? I'm actually a little bit confused about where we are. I guess there was just more that I didn't realize was there. Just like a little maze. Cool. I'm fine with that. More health. I'll take it happily. For this room. Oh, traps, okay. Gotcha. Oof. I need to stop doing that. Alright. Poison. Actually dying here. Hey, we got him. Whew, 1 HP in a dream. Bandit, defeat bandit. Oh, are we gonna be able to roll through these? Yeah, cool. All right. Okay, so we can sort of chain the rolls by just tapping it twice. Gotcha. I'm pretty on board with that. Let me right here. Nice. All right. Let's call that good for the first episode. Yeah, I feel like we did pretty good progress today. We got to that little bit where we picked up our son, and I was like, this seems way too early for the game to be over. But sometimes indie games are like crazy short. I don't know, maybe. But no, I'm picking up what this game's putting down. I'm enjoying it. Heck yeah. Kind of wish that the map was a little zoomed down. Pressing different buttons to see if. No, doesn't seem like it. This is a little close up, but cool. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, bye.